Graham Potter's first Chelsea game in charge most likely will be on Wednesday against Salzburg. Let's get into today's latest Chelsea news, people.
Hello guys, subscribe to WorldWideChels.
Hi WorldWideChels. WorldWideChels.
Subscribe to WorldWideChels.
Thank you for your support.
Yes, people, welcome to another video of mine, keeping you guys up to date every single day. The latest Chelsea news in the last 24 hours. We've had so much going on. When is the game going to be back? Thomas Tuchel's statement, Luis Campos DOF. There's so much to be talking about. So, guys, if you can, smash that like button as it supports me a lot. Like it says right here, drop a like. It's one click, people. Subscribe if you're new here. Hit the notification. Tune in daily and comment down below your thoughts and opinions. We are very close to 30,000 subscribers, so if you guys can help me get to that milestone, please do, as I try to do content every single day, whether it's a video or stream. Today's video is sponsored by Sporting as well. Chelsea group chats, Chelsea predictions, lineups, everything, transfers that you guys want to talk about in general about Chelsea every single day. Join the link in the description or in the comments. It is free. They are sponsoring my videos from now on as well. So I do want to get into the first topic very quickly. We expected Chelsea Salzburg to go ahead on Wednesday. This is from Ben Jacobs. And also Chelsea Liverpool, they've spoken to the police this morning and will communicate a final decision to them later on. So by the time this video comes out, you might see an update maybe, or we might see it whilst filming. I do also want to say Chelsea eyed Luis Campos as the next sporting director, and it's understood that Todd Bowley has already spoken to him. Campos has been working as an advisor for PSG. It also goes on to say that a number of candidates are being looked at for the role, but he's free to speak to other clubs as he does not have an exclusive contract with PSG. So listen, guys, if you followed my content since like 2018, 2019, we've been linked with this guy for a very, very long time. Back then, I was very excited, saying bring him in ASAP. Now it's like, yeah, we definitely need the DOF, because there's news that come out recently from Fabrizio that we made 4 late bids for certain players that weren't accepted, some for this window which went by and some for 2023 summer transfer window. So we'll get into that one as well. But we definitely need a director of football ASAP to make sure that we get the right type of players at this club. We can't be signing whoever we want, basically. We need to make sure the manager's right for these players as well. As you can see with Thomas Tuchel, looking back at it, with the photos that we signed with certain players, I don't remember seeing Thomas Tuchel in any of the signing photos. So I only saw Todd Bowley. But looking back at it now, these pictures speak 1,000 words. Now, yesterday, the statement come out, I think it was 134 words. I saw someone say, maybe it's a bit more, saying that he's devastated. I'm devastated. You're probably devastated. But that's where we are right now. So, guys, let me know about Luis Campos. Do you guys want to see him join Chelsea Football Club? That is one to keep out, of course. Chelsea new ownership are understood to be unhappy about performance and structure of the squad and intend to invest aggressively again in the January transfer window. So we should be seeing some fresh blood coming in the January window, especially after the World Cup. Let's see what can be done. We had news. This is the one I was chatting about. £150 million worth of bids and proposals were turned down in the final 4 days in the window for Vardo, Lavia, and Alvarez. Obviously, Alvarez were very close. I think it was around 45 million. Was expected to try and get this guy. He said he wants to leave. Ajax are now open to selling him, maybe in January, to make sure they get a replacement in. But they did not want to sell him on deadline day. Hence why we had to go for Dennis Zakaria. So keep it out for that. Vardo, of course, bid was rejected. We were in advanced talks to try and get that sorted for next season. We are now worried that Manchester City and other clubs could get involved for the player. And it's going to be typical that he'll probably move to Manchester City, of course. It's going to be interesting to see what Graham Potter can do at Chelsea Football Club. We have to obviously back the gaffer, of course. I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not fully, invested and excited because time just wasn't given right for the previous manager. I don't want anyone to obviously boo him or anything in terms of, I think there's going to be a Thomas Tuchel banner as well, which I don't think will be positive for the new manager. And he'll have to win the fans, basically. And I think Salzburg is a very good opportunity to do that. We've got Liverpool on the Sunday. If that goes ahead and we win that, I think that's a massive bonus as well. So we shall see if these games go on. At the moment, we do not know whether the Liverpool game will go ahead. Chelsea's postponed game against Fulham gave more time for Potter to work with the players, and they played a full-sided game at Cobham with a view to solve it on Wednesday night. So there are some positives that, Graham Potter gets a bit more time with the players, of course. Kante, that's another one as well. Chelsea's ownership made a 2 + 1 year contract offer to Kante, but he's not accepting it as he wants longer. Injuries are being factored in. Kante is very happy representing Chelsea and ending his career there, but the situation needs to be resolved and lines of communication remain open. It's said that 2 Premier League clubs, as well as one in Germany, Spain, and France, would look to pounce. I believe also the former ownership were offering 3 + 1, which is why Kante wants to make sure he gets that deal that was being placed initially. Now, he's getting injured probably every couple of games now. We need to make sure, if we can get certain contract and a bid comes in, we might have to consider it, because right now he's leaving for 3 people. 2023, he's gone. Okay, so I think for business purposes, we do have to get this deal sorted. Whether it's a 2 or 3 year deal, it needs to be done. If he retires at Chelsea, so be it. He is one of our world-class players in the squad. Him and Thiago Silva, definitely for sure. But we're not getting the best out of him. We're not getting as many games as possible with him. We're just seeing too many injuries. Him, Kovacic. I never see J5 injured. Loftus-Cheek recently been okay as well. But in the midfield, we've stacked with problems, And the players that we can play are basically not good enough right now for Chelsea Football Club. So we need Kante to come back, and we shouldn't rush him back. Once he gets back, let him work with it. Let him work with his fitness. Let him work slowly. Give him 15, 20 minutes and let him come into the side slowly. Do not rush him back in. I understand the importance of the player, but we need to get the best out of him over, for over 60 games, basically. So what I want to see Graham Potter do is basically give this guy time to come back. Even if he thinks he's ready, don't even start him. Don't even start him in the big games. Just literally bring him on the last 15, 20 minutes to make sure he gets that feeling of playing football week in, week out. Obviously, there's a lot of games, two games a week very soon after international break. We've also got the World Cup coming back as well. He wants to make sure that he's fit for that as well. So we'll see what happens with Kante. Diego Costa officially back in the Premier League. Tickets came out today for Chelsea and Wolves. I believe we play around the 8th or 10th of October or something. And you just know he's going to score against Chelsea Football Club. You just know it. I don't know. You just know he's going to score, basically. So let's see what happens with Diego Costa. I think the announcement video is quite good as well. Not going to lie to you. More information on the Chelsea-Liverpool game. Chelsea's fixture against Liverpool on Sunday is increasingly doubtful as talks intensify between police officials and the clubs. This is the game at most risk of being postponed. Premier League clubs all hoping to get a final decision later on today. Graham Potter sends a message.
Incredibly excited to be here. Really looking forward to meeting you all. Really looking forward to getting to work with the players, to riding a team that is competing and winning, and something that you're really, really proud of.
Proper Chelsea. I wish him the very best, man. I hope he does well at this club. Don't get me wrong. There's no way I want anyone to do bad at this football club. The most important thing is we're winning. We're winning trophies. There's a bit of backlash as well. Some fans saying that they weren't happy with the interview. They didn't, really feel the passion from him. And I think it's too early to look into these things. And they'll get a lot of hate for it. Don't get me wrong. But everyone's entitled to their opinion, if you know what I mean. So he says, excited, impressed, huge honor for me. Stamford Bridge crowd are always very passionate. So that is something to keep an eye on, of course. So, guys, let me know in the comments down below what you think about Graham Potter. Where do you think he'll finish this season? I still believe top 4 will be done. I believe we'll get a trophy, like an Emirates FA Cup, Carabao Cup. Maybe not Carabao Cup because we've got City. But Emirates FA Cup, we always do well. And hopefully, the club still turn up and actually win that final, because I think the last 2 times we lost, of course, as well. Leicester, Arsenal as well. Liverpool, don't forget, last 3 times then even. So it's not looking good for us people right now. We need to make sure we get that trophy very, very soon. Statement FA put out, football's back basically from in next few days. But it's up to the clubs to decide whether they think it's right and they can basically do it. So Chelsea, Liverpool still at risk. A lot of fans, a lot of flights, a lot of hotels, accommodations, everything been booked already. And you know, if it is postponed, I feel sorry for these guys a lot because they spent a lot of money. I know a couple of people spending thousands on flights for projects in London, and they managed to get tickets for the Chelsea game, and it's like, what can be done? You know, if it gets postponed to January, February, you know, what makes them think they can come back if they can't afford it, or you know, they don't get any money back for all the problems that they're facing right now. So difficult times for Chelsea. I hope the game goes on for everyone's benefit. If anything, just make sure the Liverpool fans don't come. If you think there's going to be problems, just make sure there's no Liverpool fans. It's as simple as that. And sometimes, you know, we know Liverpool fans are going to be causing problems for the, you know, what's happened in recent days with the Queen and stuff. So that's just how it is. That's how football is. You know, that's how they think. Everyone's, you know, I've been saying everyone has an opinion. Obviously, some opinions are stupid. That's just how it is. But here we are. Still waiting to see whether it will be done. Let me just see if it's been updated, actually. We might have news right now that the game is cancelled. Nope, it seems fine at the moment. So we don't have any updates so far. Press conference tomorrow with a player tomorrow, 3 p.m. UK time. So let's look forward to that one as well, people. We're basically just waiting to find out whether the Chelsea game against Liverpool will be postponed. It's expected to be postponed. I really hope not, because everyone wants to see that game, especially with Liverpool in bad form right now. You want to take advantage of that. New manager tax coming in. The form should be great. Players should be turning up. Hopefully, Salzburg will put a lot of goals in. You know, 3 or 4-0. I know they're doing great right now in their form. I think they've only dropped one game out of the last 6. But Chelsea on their day, you know, if the players are turning up, we know what we can do. You know, we've seen against Juve last year. What was it, 4-0? Hudson-Odoi even scoring as well. Loftus-Cheek scoring as well. Vibes of perceived people. So I expect this club to turn up again, people. Let's see what happens anyway. Let's see what happens. The worst thing about this police officer stuff is that we were told that the police are happy to adapt and do what's needed. So why is it, you know, lack of available police officers now? I don't really understand that personally. Thomas Tuchel's statement, of course, he still follows Chelsea. One following, which is Chelsea, and he's got like 300,000 followers. Not verified because he doesn't tweet. 16 tweets only, and he put one statement out for Chelsea. He didn't do it for PSG. He didn't do it for Dortmund. That's how you know he's proper Chelsea people. So, guys, I want to wrap it up there. Any questions that you guys want me to answer, drop it in the comments down below. Try and answer in the next few days. I want to get some of your questions and answer them from now on, included in the video. So if you guys can, I want to try and interact as much as possible. Obviously, I do the comments, I do the live streams, but let's take it to the next level. Let's get these comments, these questions out there. And then when I answer, people can answer as well by responding to me, whether they agree, disagree, or why. That's something that I want to bring on the channel very, very soon. Check out all the podcasts as well. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, WorldWideChels Pod free. Always, people. Matt J. Ball, Jesters, Alfred. Everyone's basically helping out with the brand, of course. Big up Wayne, big up Nippin, big up Sindre, big up KJ, big up, you know, everyone that supports the thing in it. So that is everything from me. If you guys can, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification. We're out, people. Subscribe, man. Please. 30,000 subscribers needed, man. Let's go.
Hello, guys. Subscribe WorldWideChels.
I would watch just WorldWideChels.
Subscribe to WorldWideChels.
Thanks.